Year. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. I'm playing some jams. What's up, y'all? We sipping coffee. Hey, this beat's pretty chill. What up, Delta P.o.P? Long time no see. What up, Titan X? Will 1000X? What it do? The only Titan person I'll probably shout out just because you got it as your name. Like, you're kind of forcing me to say it. What's up, Santoshi or Santosh? Santosh. Man, put an I at the end of that shit. Be Santoshi. That's kind of fire. But what's up to the rest of the world out there? If you're on Twitter, we're talking on YouTube. Come over to YouTube if you want to be part of the conversation. But we on YouTube. The principal out here shilling XRP, the scam token. XRP, the mine, the PSYOP. In your face. Excuse me. Yes. Puffco. You know what it is. Sponsor your boy, please. Oh, put them all in the back. All right, let's get it. What's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? Just kidding. This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another one of these videos about cyber world, aka crypto land, and mostly about Zen. Oh shit! Today we're gonna learn how to own your coins. This is your local Scientologist looking crazy. Let's like remove some of the cray real quick. We got the Sean John tank top. Shout outs Kanye. I love how reckless today is. We're wrecking it today. We're going for broke. All the truths are out. We know how it's going. So hopefully you having a good day wherever you are on the earth. But today is February 7th, 2025. Never been closer to 26. Never been closer to the end of the month. Man, shit's around the corner. It's the shortest month of the year, too. So Feb always speeds by. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's just another day in the life of a crypto user. And we already know what's happening in the mainstream markets. I've been kind of calling this out. I'm not bullish in the short term for Bitcoin. Very bearish on it right now. If you've been following the channel all week, and if this is your first time watching the Crypto Bruh Show, hey man, make sure you like, subscribe, all that juicy content stuff that community members can do to help me push the channel a little further. But just on some TA or some prediction on Bitcoin, like I kind of already felt like it was going to go up and try 100 or 100,000. And that happened today, and it instantly got smacked off. Like, you could go back into the hourly. It went right there. There's the 200 intercepting the galaxy. Kind of hitting us with that confirmation. Psych, bitch, you thought. And it's not going to probably go any higher. Like, I'll be very surprised to see Bitcoin break this area in the next 8 days. Like, in the next week, I just don't see it happening. I could totally see, 5 red candles printed going into the next 8 days. And again, it wouldn't affect anything, right? Like technically we would still be on we still be within the parameters to say, hey, we're in a bull market, and again, change the ethos at any moment. Right? The world is super sensitive right now. Everybody is hyper glued to their devices. This is when the studies are about to come out, I bet. Like, there's for sure some sort of behavior that is identifiable now of people's attention and their devices. And again, cryptocurrency is the value of that attention. right? This is like why it's important to see through the bullshit in Bitcoin and get straight to the sovereign ownership of Bitcoin, and understand that that is the goal, that is the mission, that is all we're doing, right? we getting the Bitcoins to sell it to the banks. That's the note. That's the narrative. A lot of other people will buy into stories about the Bitcoin. It'll be like religion. Like some people are like, hey, I really like the Satoshi version of Bitcoin. Some people will like the Vitalik version of the Bitcoin. Me personally, I'm gonna like the Hal Finney version of the Bitcoin. Right? That's kind of like my book I'm reading. Right? True Sovereign Gas. Right? Valuable passwords. Weird. Who would ever thought that the Bitcoin password would be worth $100,000? That's all it is. SHA-256 password. So it is quite amazing to see how far it has come. But one of the problems with Bitcoin right now is that it needs more institutional buying. But personally, I don't know if institutes buy here. Like, maybe they buy after they feel this way. I mean, they're getting ready to buy, though. That's what this sign is. This is a signal for anybody with a bag to get in and take a little bit of hits on the chin, you know, because it's gonna be volatile, but that's part of the game of Bitcoin. And if you're an institution, that's kind of who I see joining, and the only people that can kind of save the market from going and retracing to this 200 MA on the daily, which is somewhere around 79,000, which I've been saying too. Like, I could see us go down there and a bunch of crypto people get a discount. Like the devs that sold their Bitcoins, they buying back at 78. Like, there's no way. Right? You create the FUD or you create the chaos, and then, you know, you bring the solution. That's all I see in Bitcoin right now. This shit is gonna bring the solution in. And right now the fucked up thing. So like, if we go and look at this post I put on my X account, follow me on X. I'm still trying to grow the flows over here. Like this shit too. Like this shit. If you're watching this shit on X, hit the heart. What's up? But yeah, I posted this. Yo, Bitcoiners hate Bitcoin. They're like, oh, 100K Bitcoin? Fuck Bitcoin. Sell that shit. But yeah, this right here. So Fidelity sells 1,000 Bitcoins at $104 million today. Right? Who gave them a sell button? That's what we all should be asking. Because we thought they were buying in the name of Satoshi, in the name of principle, matter. This is better than the dollar, right? Psych, bitch. This company is an institution and it's buying Bitcoin for the gains, right? That's why a lot of rich people that I've been following, at least they've been telling, hey, maybe there's room for a discount because everybody's down. Everybody's game. Like all of the retail, all of the people with more followers than me. Like, I sound like a hater, but like that's kind of like a signal for me. Like, if I come across your YouTube channel and you have more subs than me, I'm gonna listen to you. And then like if you're just kind of monologuing, and then I also see things like like my shit be like 2 hours long. Like, you gotta lock into the rocket if you're trying to rock with crypto, bro, to the end. Like, and shout outs to everybody that be up in here. I see you, dang. What it do, bro? Welcome. ETH, you know, the regulars that be in the rocket ship with your boy. But that's what I say. I'll look at someone's YouTube account and I'll see like, oh, okay, they got like 5,000 subs, 6,000 subs, and they make 5-minute, 8-minute videos. Like, to me, like those people are signals more than Crypto Bruh, because Crypto Bruh is kind of delusional. He's like making shit up as he goes, I guess. I'm talking in third person, but it's not really necessarily making shit up as I go. It's just confirming questions that I'm asking, right? Questions that no one else is asking. No one's asking these questions, right? And Bitcoin is suffering from that right now. The people who should be asking certain questions are saying it's going to the moon. And that's how you know, oh, okay, this shit might need to retrace a little bit because those people are saying it is going to the moon. But again, we know from principle that Bitcoin goes up nowadays when it's funded by institutions, and Fidelity selling Bitcoin is weird because they should be holding it. We should see the opposite, right? But there could be an opportunity, bro. Sell the news. The news right now in Bitcoin is nothing is happening. That shit is scaring people like crazy, and because they don't know what to do, like they've never been here before. You get the sign-ons, or my favorite slogan of a moment like this is: you've read all the blogs, you've watched everything on YouTube, you've double watched that shit. You understand it like the back of your hand, and the market still is performing opposite to everything you've listened to. Right? You do the research, and then you research yourself into like into the answer you want. That should be hilarious when people say that shit to me, like, "Oh, you're searching hella hard for your narrative." It's like, damn, I guess I'm thinking, because my narrative should be the best outcome, right? Like the best outcome for Bitcoin is success, and if everyone's not on that narrative, we need to reevaluate what the fuck is going on, and that's why, again, I think we're gonna be right here where Bitcoin pulls back a little bit more, giving everybody a real shake for their money. So maybe we even get it in Zen, because Zen is starting to really show itself in full form, and I don't think people really are paying attention to it. I might need to start a paid group next month to keep this shit going, because I swear me and my GPT are tapping in, and now I'm starting to feel like, okay, everybody has access to GPT. They just haven't clicked to it yet. People haven't clicked to the theory that you could like just go to Grok and be like, what does this crypto do? Right? Like people haven't caught on yet to like, you can go and grab the contract, drop it in the Grok and say, how do I have the best time of my life with this? Right? Like that shit hasn't hit yet. Like we ain't got 22-year-olds fathoming, that ain't a word. We ain't got 22-year-olds fantasizing on GPT giving them instant profit yet. Like that hasn't been shipped. All right. We shipping that here in the Zen world for sure, because we got Zen GPT. You just hold 1 million Zen, and you basically you got it going on. But you have DeepSeek. It's actually going to get pretty funny in the summertime. So when it comes around to AI, just know Zen is in the motherfucking competition. We run in that race, and right now that's why, again, the simplicity of the reality, the fact that everybody is not on the same page. Like everyone's saying ETH is going up, but it's very clear that it's not. And it's most likely isn't, because the institutions are buying it and the developers are dumping it, right? We know the devs are dumping ETH because ETH is inflating. They're losing their ultrasound. What was once ultrasound is now a busted boombox. Bomb, bomb, bomb. What's up, T Flawless? Or I would say T Flawless. T Fitness. One day I'll get it. So ETH is officially inflating since the merge, right? This is ultrasound.money. And what we can see here, if we zoom all the way out to when the merge happened, when we went 2.0 proof of stake, we just got back to basics. Now what I'm trying to get at is this is fucked up. Okay. Because the banks buying the fucking Ethereum, it's not the users. We know users aren't buying ETH because, for one, gas is down like crazy. And then for two, if you do fees in the last 24 hours, the top contract, which is Jared from Subway, who's usually making sandwiches, he's sandwiching the shit out of people over here. This motherfucker only injected 37 Ethereum in the last 24 hours. That is very concerning. As like someone who watches the chain, Jared for Subway should be sandwich attacking the fuck out of Ethereum. There should be sandwiches left and right. My bro is not even available to do sandwiches. He can only sandwich so much. He's actually under 100K production in the last 24 hours. If I'm Jared, I'm probably reevaluating what the fuck is going on Ethereum as well. Yeah, I mean, this is the part of the shit that don't make no sense. Everybody's saying ETH going up, but when you look under the hood, ETH not going up. So they don't know what the fuck they talking about, right? Bitcoin's going up, but the banks are selling. Got a nice looking chart though. You feel me? Let's look at Solana. Now Solana, I'm still trying to understand where it fits in. Because again, it's not like ETH, it's not like Bitcoin. It's actually like extremely funded and continuously funded. Like this one, no one's like gassing, or how do you say it? Like no one's like confused. Their world is just ticking, and we can see this on their block explorer, right? You can go to solXEN, and on Solana, this is the third biggest blockchain. If you look on CoinMarketCap, you're gonna see a stable coin. That's not a blockchain. Fuck out of here, Tether. Get the fuck out of here. But when we go to Solana, something again that I think a lot of people are overlooking here is their blocks and how they're just crushing fucking blocks. Like as someone who is into crypto, what better than to do what the fuck a blockchain's supposed to do, which is block blocks. Wow, like whoa, it's so easy. If more people understood how the blockchain worked, they would just understand that Ethereum is gassed up. You don't hear anybody saying Solana is going up. This is also pretty weird. I want you to put this scope on when you're on the net later on. Notice how no one is talking about Solana up, right? Because it's not needed no more. You don't need to talk about it going up no more. It's going extremely up. There's no reason to add extra people to the pump because it's just for us, right? Like that's the vibe I'm getting on Solana. It's for us, and if you comprehend the tech, you can ride the wave, right? And I'm enjoying my time on Solana. I don't really know what to call it yet. I'm still thinking it's a honeymoon phase. So it's like I don't know what side they're playing. Users can, there's nothing psychological at all. It's about the tech. It's PlayStation versus Nintendo, Nike versus Adidas. You feel me? McDonald's versus Burger King, or fuck it, In-N-Out versus McDonald's. Like level it up, That's kind of why I'm very curious on what this really does when it wakes up. I think Solana is the sleepy play that gets a lot of people, or like this is a generational wealth play still, because you just need a bag. If you can afford one soul at 200, you got to remember there's people that bought this raggedy thing called Ethereum at the same scenario where ETH was $200, Bitcoin was like $5,000, right? And everybody put their bets on Ethereum, and it went up to where it is today, right? So I'm not, again, that's all I'm saying is I don't see anyone shilling for you to get into Solana. Everything is being shipped to you. You are in Solana without even trying to be in it. Like you're not even trying to be in it. It's just, it exists. Just like Zen, baby. And that's, again, right now is the best time to be minting Zen on Ethereum with all of this ambiguous void space. I don't know what you want to call it, because right now there's a lot of people who normally would be here. They're not here. They're somewhere else doing something else. They've been fragmented. They've been fragmented. Like, have you been fragmented? Are you someone who also has like left the race? Like you're not you also believe like ETH is the ultimate savior and all of our liquidity is gonna come through Bitcoin. Like, is that your narrative? Right? Fucking, we got to get XRP out of here, man. God damn it. We got to get XRP out of here. I think until if XRP stays here forever, I'm going to chuck it to the game that like crypto, it was never supposed to be like super duper like kumbaya. Like that's all like branding. Like never kumbaya with a coin unless you know how it works, or you can go to the end, to the fairest point of its creation. Like if you can't see the light, boy, that shit is dim. So this might live here forever though, because again, from what I'm understanding of today, a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on, and they're flying, zooming past me. Shit, Zen gonna drop 3 zeros, right? My extra liquidity. It's gonna be awesome. But again, these core coins or these native blockchain coins are gonna be the most special ones, and some of them are gonna win harder than others. And again, finding that gem could be the difference, you know, between the super flip or just chips and dips, you know. And that's kind of what's happening, like to Cardano, to Tron, Doge. Even Chainlink is kind of losing its steam. It's really heavily integrated into blockchains, but Chainlink doesn't really need to use the link coin like anymore. It's just like a representation of their popularity. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these prices. Popularity is no longer gonna get you a market cap, right? Like they want the PlayStation 2, bro. They don't want they want that shit shipped to them in their hands. Yo, the Solana phone about to come out, and that shit's gonna fuck crypto up even more. Like you think crypto's weird right now. Like wait until we really start seeing all these fucking devices coming out that are RPC friendly. Like you think about it, just think about it. Like MetaMask drops a cell phone or some shit. Or they get in a partnership with like Sony to release a phone that is exactly what you're thinking about right now. Like that's like tomorrow. That shit is coming out tomorrow, yo. What's up with the Saga phone? It's a Sage. I put Sage. Damn. I think it's Saga. Oh, Sleeker. We back at it again. Isn't it pay group so they're against Zen principles? Shit, it is. But you want to know what's crazy? Zen is a crazy complex situation. And the further I go down the rabbit hole, the more I realize you could change someone's whole journey with articulation. So it's almost like some people I be talking to freely on X and shit, or on Telegram, and then I feel like they're trying to get me to explain it all the way. And so now I stop myself before I go too deep, because I'm like, oh wait, no, I'll just save that for my channel, and then they can watch it over and over again, monetize. But like now I'm starting to tap in to some shit where I'm like, oh, this a 5-year plan. Like, oh, this the end of Zen and beyond. This type of information I'm finding out. Like this right here is what you paywall, because everybody's plan is going to be wrong, but everybody's journey is what will be the same. So it's like having the right person guide you down this next 5 years in Zen is extremely critical, but only so many people will comprehend that. And that's why you do a paid group in Zen, because you want to master that, because that is some of the biggest work of your life. Not almost, fuck it, let's just give it the rings. Give it the fucking rings, yo. The biggest work of your life right now is figuring out how Zen works. Because if you don't figure it out, no one's going to figure it out. By the time you try to figure it out, we're telling you what the fuck you're going to do, and you're going to follow instructions. because you didn't want to figure it out. You were waiting for someone to tell you how to do it, right? The person that just came in and told me to do research on fucking XRP, it's like, yo, see, nobody wants to do research on Zen. That's why I'm in that rabbit hole. For some reason, nobody wants to do the research on Zen. Everybody wants to get the handout. What the fuck is this token? And then all the people who came in the beginning, they all said the beginning shit. And none of that beginning shit was evergreen. The only thing that's been evergreen is the same thing the founder said, which is just max mint. That's the most solid advice anybody gave in Zen. Just max mint. Every other piece of advice was actually noise. So it's similar to Bitcoin in that retro, right? In Bitcoin, they told you just wait 10 years. Don't focus on zero. Like, don't focus on nothing else. Yeah, and in Zen, we're seeing that in many different places. But yeah, this is coming out. Get you on pre-order. It's like $500. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a really, I think it's smart to get into this. Like, if you're into like airdrops, why aren't you throwing 5 at a stupid device to see if that shit's gonna gross whatever, you know? Because I'm chilling right now, so fuck me. But this seed vault, this is where I see the money in crypto phones, as well as like the evolution of like memory and processing, because then that's how you get like a XENblock voter on one of these things, and like it gets really scientific because you have again this vault that is your wallet, and everybody is like Apple paying, right? We already have it, because that's what I'm saying. We already have it now with the way that Apple articulates their A17s or their A18 chips. They're already showing people like, well, we can lock away a side of the phone where your passwords are, and nobody can get into that. So you just change that marketing into a seed vault. And that's why, again, I don't know why people aren't ready for this moment, but when this shit flips, all cell phones will be different. This is, I think, the thing that's going to make it where a lot of people come on chain, because they're going to want one of those blockchain phones, and they're going to like learn like about it and like shit like that. So they'll find Solana first, because what Solana has superior to like a blockchain phone coming out on like Ethereum is the RPC. So you could do like a blockchain phone on Ethereum, but you'd be on base chain. You feel me? So it takes away from the like excitement, because you're not really on Ethereum, you're on base chain RPC. Whereas like with the Solana phone, you're really on Solana mainnet-beta.com shit, whatever the RPC is. So like it'd be the same thing for like X1 chain, where like if you had your Solana phone, you would just literally put in the X1 RPC, and then all of your wallets and passwords, if they're in that seed, could like pop up, and you could just continue your world because you swapped the RPC real fast. All right, and since it's all SVM, everything would just convert over. Fucking wild shit, but like, who gives a fuck? That's X1 chain. I'm not talking about that right now. That's in the bag. But with the Zen thing, right? This is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people don't know how this works, and there's always gonna be times in Zen when or like, okay, so the main thing you need to do in Zen is max mint, and whenever there's gas, that's when you do it a lot. Or whenever there's no gas, you just do it a lot. So the learn we're learning right now that everybody, you can learn this right now, but this window is closing to get this narrative into kind of like your horizon time. Because a lot of people in crypto are very short-minded. They don't know how to like go long, because that game is over, right? Like I was saying, like you need to find a token like Zen to go long, and then you can tell your story. Because it seems like nobody in Zen is going to give you a heads up. Like all the influencers before this, man, they again, I didn't get into Zen till like day 100. So by the time I was in, I was scrambling, trying to figure it out so I can get to day 0 from 100. So I can only imagine right now you're like 850 days behind us. Literally 2 years and 1, 2, 3 days, 123 days. But something that's really fascinating right now in Zen, I need to refresh this, is no one talks about the G rank. Like, I'm like the only person that's really talking about how it works. So let's talk about that real quick. Because now I got my motherfucking handy dandy GPT, and we be chopping it up, bro. I be chopping it up with GPT, and this is why, again, I'm like, oh my God. One of the questions I have in my head all the time is like, yo, did Jack make Zen with GPT? Because they had the tech. He's had the tech since 2017. So he's 5 years essentially ahead of everybody in 22 when Zen came out. So the things we're seeing right now, this is like predated UX. That's why now they're tweaking the UX to be more public, right? Like if you've been in the GPT for a while, this shit was like terminal based feeling, and now it's starting to like look and feel more like a product beyond the tool, right? Like the tool is awesome, but now it's like, okay, what does this tool look like if it gives me more or offers extra shit? And that's the UX. That's what I mean by user experience or interface, right? We're pushing that in GPT world now. So it's just a matter of time before, like, again, people are using GPT to make everyday or long-term decisions. Right now we're doing it for every day, but right now people are kind of afraid to do it long, which makes sense because sometimes GPT is not the best to dream with because it can hallucinate. So the longer we work with it, with these regular inputs of normal people, the more guardrails of UX naturally that can be born, so that, you know, again, it's the GPT doesn't get too abstract for the simple being that's asking said question, right? Like right now, it's really hard to mine an answer out of GPT unless you know how to like, that motherfucker, right? Mustard. What's up, Tree City West? The fool came in. Mustard. Straight up. But yeah, so like one thing in Zen that I know everyone's gonna do one day is they're gonna drop in the minting formula and they're gonna try to understand this, because this minting formula is their money, right? They're gonna be like, hey, I need to really understand this minting formula because it's the difference between me making money or me sitting on Zen, right? And this is how we've been playing it for like the last 2 years. Hold on, my eye itchy eye. And like something I came to a conclusion to, like especially this morning, last night for sure, but this morning, GPT, me and GPT had a conflict. So we hashed it out, and now we're like aligned with both perceptions. Like what my, like again, like where some people go, you're forcing it to like make sense to you, right? But I'm just trying to align it with my principles, with its principles. So bouncing back and forth with the most pure principle possible. Not trying to drive it anywhere, bro. Drive me how this needs to drive it. And that's kind of why, again, I think they might have made Zen with GPT. It's talking too much now. Like it's too easy for GPT to understand it. And the more everybody starts hashing shit, like keep asking it, like, oh, what do you know about Zen crypto? Like, what do you know about the mining formula? Every time a new person enters that, like in Grok gets smarter on Zen, right? So if people are really trying to mine out information, the GPT is just going to get smarter in the nature of understanding what is the Zen coin. And that's why my intentions with this current like monologue ideology of Zen is about ownership, and owning is better than being basically like a speculator. A speculator in Zen is someone who just constantly looks for an opportunity to buy it. They're not really looking at Zen as a long-term tool to hedge, I would say, gas. So if you're bullish on Ethereum, you should be bullish on Zen because it's directly tied to gas, and or you could say the congestion physics of Ethereum, because as Ethereum decides to expand with users, Zen becomes harder to access because you need to, again, make a transaction for the claim. And again, if Ethereum expands, gas goes up. That's just the way the game goes. So again, if you're pro ETH, this is the gas coin 100% tied to that experience. And then again, it can get a little philosophical and whatnot, but just starting there, the distribution model of Zen is pretty unique, right? Because we know what the base is. The base in Zen is the cost of gas, right? So if gas was 0.9 yesterday, or right now it's like 0.1, but yesterday it was 0.9. Those individuals got a better gas claim and mint than you gonna get today. And that's just that motherfucking narrative. That's the narrative that everybody talks about in Zen. Oh, gas going up. Oh, gas going down. Right? But again, if you're really in Zen, you know that there's 13 other EVMs, so that you can kind of speculate on other chains with low gas to kind of see what today was going to be like. So I'm not surprised. The most thing I'm surprised about right now is that it's actually happening. Like, we're actually in an environment where minting on Ethereum makes more sense than on Base. And I personally didn't think we would get back to this moment. So this is why, again, I think we're in a reset for both Ethereum and for like the philosophy of Zen to go right back to its core, like source of light, you know, or the creation. Just like ETH, how is it created? Like, oh, you got a stake now, and then, you know, it inflates to the stakers, and then they sell it off, and you can get some of it because you're not a staker, or you can become a staker, and then you can get some inflation. That's how you get Ethereum, right? Bitcoin, you just set up a bunch of miners, pray to God one of them bitches hit. Maybe you get a block, and you're rich. All right, that's Bitcoin. You find a Bitcoin, you hit a block, you're rich. Solana, similar to Ethereum, you stake it, and there's inflation, there's fees, and then people sell that stuff back to the people who aren't staking, getting the fees. So that's typically how a coin is created. Like, you can go through the array of different tokens on fucking CoinMarketCap, and all of them are the motherfucking same. They all do that shit. Now, let's get back to Zen. Zen, on the other hand, is using this mining formula, which is your mint term times a logarithmic scale. That is the G rank minus your C rank times how much AMP is remaining. And you ain't got to remember, you ain't got to worry about this last part. This EAA, that was for when people first got in. It's gone as fuck now. No one got EAA. That shit is gassed. What we still have is AMP, because the AMP is going down by 1 every single day. So if you look at Zen right now, you'll see the AMP is at 2,148 from 3,000, right? That's what I mean by you're 850 some days into the future of Zen. All right. And this mining formula is how you make more money in Zen. How you make more coins in Zen. And nobody understands how this motherfucker works, because everybody is looking past the C ranks and G ranks. See, this is what I'm saying. Yo, paid group coming soon, because I'm going to keep this shit to myself and disappear. Probably after this one. Because, yeah, the Gwei, it doesn't matter anymore. Actually, I'm fucking Gwei up, bruv. Gwei is my bitch. It's my muse. What's funny about Gwei right now is yesterday I was mining on a Base chain. And Base is funny because you just wait until the late night, hype, and then you just go back and start mining, right? Or, like late at night in base, nobody's around. So, the fees yesterday were nothing, peanuts. Hold on, where's this thing at? Where that shit at, bruv? Maybe it's in my replies. I'm a reply guy. Gwei was so low this week that some Ethereum swaps were cheaper than Pulse Chain. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. The fact that Pulse Chain was more expensive than Base, mindfuck. I mean, it is more expensive than Base. It was more expensive than ETH. It's crazy. But yeah, so yesterday I minted a bunch of fucking XEN mints. Shit was like nothing. But this is what's crazy about this. This is how in the future I am right now. Dude, my gas fee was 6 cents and it minted $2 worth of XEN. Now, if you were watching the channel, we bought these. I was telling everybody, yo, there's all of these mints on OpenSea, and I don't know why this person is selling them for $1.50 because they minted them for like 8 cents, and they were like, I'll take $1.50 from them because that's how much the XEN was going to be worth inside of it. So I was like, whatever, bro, I'll give you $1.50. Like, some of them were 60 cents. At one point, that person rose it to $1.50. At one point, if you were watching the stream, we were getting them bitches for 60 cents before they caught on to how fucking free they were giving me that XEN. I don't know who was doing that shit. But last night was claim night for a lot of those. And literally the game played out because I bought it for like $1.50, some of them for 60 cents. I spent 6 cents and got back $2. Now the question here is, oh, crypto bro, look at you. You made it out, bro. You should dump them. Right? That's what the normal motherfuckers in XEN would say. The people that don't know how to XEN, that don't know what the hell they're talking about, who will probably also do paid groups. You'll probably join them just to hear their philosophy on it and just watch them lose every single time they try to make an attempt. Again, the best way to go long on XEN is to play your own game. Mint your own. You're safe, dog. You are so safe to have ownership in XEN. You can own your experience. You ain't got to be in nobody's gang. You are the cabal the moment you understand this information. All right? The cabal is for everyone. Some motherfuckers will have to pay for that shit, but it's for everybody. So I'm over here right now looking at the CBZN shit knowing, okay, I'm the weight. If I dump, then I'm going to open up the floor and everybody's just going to buy behind me. Right? And the thing is that I got 5.2 billion, right? So I should want to dump that. It's like, yo, I'm itching. Like, this is what's funny. Everyone would be like, hey, you made profit. You should dump that. But they don't understand that you just minted a ton of C-ranked XEN at like, let me show you where this shit was, so we can, because the formula making sense now is now we're in the game. Like the game, it's like either you can respect the game or you're just like living in delusion. and shout out CBZN for allowing me to be like a whale, because on Ethereum I can't whale out because the gas is so high. Right? You can't like be a whale on Ethereum unless you really got the bag, and that's why, again, I think you're protected, or I shouldn't say it like that, but I think, again, you can own your experience in XEN because everyone has to do it. It doesn't matter if you've got 50 cents or you've got $150,000. Y'all are the same people. For all you know, the 50 cent person could have gotten the VMUs at 50 cents compared to the person that got them at 150,000, right? And it's really hard to understand that part, but it's because of the value is only in the mint. If you're not claiming XEN, you're buying it. You feel me? So like you're not allowed essentially to be part of the daily game. And then the daily game, that's why, again, yo, if you want to join the daily game, that bitch is expensive. Boy, oh boy, is it expensive now. It was much easier in the past. And that's why I'm like, yo, we really fucked not we fucked ourselves, but the people that came before us to explain Zen to us OG Zenians, they didn't even really tell us the right way of how it works. So we're like really living like no one knows what the fuck is going on. And it's pretty cool because that means, again, like every time we get to zero, there'll be a couple people that know what's going on and a couple people that don't. And then both sides will just slowly grow more and more. And that's like that yin and yang thing we talked about in the beginning of Zen, where you have one side that's very informed and another side that's misinformed as fuck. And to be informed is, again, more valuable. To be informed, to have the education, to have the knowledge is extremely more valuable than coming to Zen and being, I don't know what's going on here. Please hold my hand. Right. Those individuals pumped the C rank, and now they've given us kind of like a cushion. Right. Because your C rank is what's important. That's actually the most important thing on this board. More important than your VMUs. Right. More important than your terms. Because if you don't understand why the fuck you're getting a C rank, you're not ever gonna understand the estimate, and kind of like why you're late right now not minting, right? Or you're late like not going and I'm not gonna say that. Go rob a bank, mint some Zen, get ahead. I'm a time traveler. If you're not minting today, you're behind. Yeah, because this C rank is your relevance to the like space. And Jack used to say this shit, but I never really understood it. But now I think I can articulate it back. But the G rank. So right now the G rank on base chain is 112 million. When I'm minting my C ranks right now. So like right now I had a bunch of C ranks. God darn it. Give them to me. Give me my C ranks. What happened? This shit broke. I got too many. That's what I got. Too many. But like last night I was minting these ones. Damn, hear me pop it up so we can see it. What up, Rolando? So yeah, you see this one right here. This is has a C rank starting at 46,083,644. So this C rank on this xeNFT, when I go to claim my Zen, it's going to use this minting formula. And it's going to plug in my C rank right here. And then today's current G rank. Okay. Now check this shit out. This is why I'm like, yo, nobody understands Zen. And this is always going to get drowned out because it's the boring nerd explanation of why we are bullish. This one isn't juicy, but if you understand the juiciness that you're hearing right now, like this is why some people believe this shit is Bitcoin 2.0. Because I don't think there is another dynamic algorithm that we can talk about right here in this part right here. Because this part right here, bro, log 2 G rank minus your C rank, like no one is really explaining this one. Right? So like I said, my G rank 46 million, current G rank 112 million. That's over 60 million G rank in between. Feel me? That is the gas. Making a C rank and praying to God that you have a sea of ranks in between you and your claim. You know how many people right now finna claim Zen? I mean, still again, okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get ahead. So I'm still minting because I love the action. And again, I don't expect people to stop. I see it happening. When Gwei goes to 8, they're running to Ethereum. Look at this shit. We still in here somewhere. And again, I'm just an American. I'm just a dude in America. Like, I'm not even speaking in Chinese. Or in my other homies in the India world, bro. The Indians, they going crazy for the Zen right now. They like them some Zen over in India. Shout outs to all of my brethrens over there. Time equivalent is overrated. I want it now. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying that narrative is scary. Because when you start to break it down, the FOMO in knowing that you're fucking late to Zen is fucked. You can put in as much money as you want, but you're forever running. You're forever running. That's why the mentors will always win in Zen. And this is why I think they're trying to tell people, or like, that, or this is why it hasn't reached the next level of IQ. Like what I'm actually saying right now is a high level IQ version of how you mint Zen. But some doofus would probably walk in right now and be like, nah, you've got more money, fam. You should sell that, fam. Make the gains, let it go down and buy it at the bottom. Right? Like I'm on the other side of it where it's like, maybe do that. But at the same time, play the claim game because you could save money. You could save money, fam. And when you save money, fam, there's a lot more space money, fam. That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Save money. I saved money. Everybody else over here buying this shit for $2. I bought that shit for 0.6 cents. Granted, I had to get it in my possession, but that's not today's buy. And that's where the next vector of the understanding comes from. Zen, like I've been saying, Zen is different every day. No day is the same. Right? Today it's at 6. Some tidal wave of craziness can come out of nowhere and hit base chain, and like, or right now I have a claim. Here, this is a live shit. Right now I have a claim and I'm not claiming it because it's like, why would I claim it right now? You know, like the gas is high. I'm a smart user, but again, people have to learn. They're not going to find the crypto, bro. He's going to disappear and shit. And yeah, you're going to have to learn on your own. But right now I have this mint. So if I go and try to get this mint, ooh, where'd it go? So right now it's 12 cents, right? And that's the dynamic variable of congestion. So like being on base, this is why I really I like using this as like the simulation, because you see larger numbers on. I think no one's come to this road on optimism because they're still looking at optimism in like a greed aspect rather than a like let's let it prosper. I've actually thought about putting more thought into optimism to dive deeper into the one amp experience. I just haven't had time to do that shit yet, but like eventually that will be like the next thing to uncover. Is like, what is the future of no amp and how bullish should we be today? Because that's when that's the cabal, bro. The cabal in 2027 is not someone selling their Zen today. That's on everything. Because you can get your C rank back. And if the C ranks don't increase, or like, yeah, like that's what I'm trying to get at. And why that's another dynamic feature. So you have gas, which is 1. If the gas goes up, you lost on the mint, and yeah, you should have bought. And then the other thing is, if no one pumps the G rank and it stays here, if I make a claim right now, right, my G rank or my C rank is going to be this number and then 512 because I'm adding to the global rank. This is the difficulty of of the making, right? So if I want to make it like crypto, bruh, he had over 60 million C ranks enter. Right? That's the early bird gets the worm thing. Right? And now like you might not get 60 million C ranks over a 2-year period, right? It might actually take motherfucking 500 days for, or you know what I'm saying? Like right now, actually it we might need more days, and or we might need to wait for time to go long. Like it's like, oh, maybe we need to wait for time for AMP to go down. You feel me? Like that's what I mean. Like it's like, oh, maybe there's times where no one really mints because the AMP is kind of like a dumb factor. Like, oh, but you're like, you're trying to play the game however you can play it, and every day is different. So maybe there's a day the AMP works for you, and again, I don't fucking know. I'm not trying to go down that path. It's a whole other fucking Pandora box. But if you catch my drift, if there's not 60 million VMUs created between your 500 days because everybody's buying, because that's where where it's at, you're not getting the best denomination of the mining feature or the minting feature, because you minus the G rank, right? You're not gonna get a lot. You're just gonna get enough, and your AMP is what's gonna amp you up. So that's kind of why, like, right now we're in a world where this is not working for anybody. And the only way this thing can work is it goes back to what I keep saying, which I think is the kicker for everybody to get into Zen, and why I'm soon to be out of here. Bye YouTube. But this is the kicker right here, is this users after you. When that shit is like zero, it's zero. So you really need to get it like 60 million. Right? That's cash. But the problem again is that shit is super undervalued. Everybody has been dumping it to Obliterant because they've been just on the wrong education or some shit. I don't know. I've been trying to learn how Zen works, and I'm hyped because I got tokens, I got mints, I got stakes, I'm dripped. I got XENblocks, I'm good. X1 coming soon. It looks like a lot of people don't got it, and they're going to be trying to figure it out, and they're going to push the difficulty against themselves as soon as they enter the system. Even Zen, like, I didn't even think of Zen like this. Like, I did not think of the G rank as a real difficulty system, where if it doesn't move, you're kind of fucked. And if you sold already, you're never getting those coins back unless you buy them back today. And there's still, like, people, again, like, this is going to be hella funny because I'm speaking in English. Most of the people dumping right now, they're not even from America. So this still has a lot of downside potential until people catch on. So, like, even me, I'm like, shit, fuck making them. Like, I'll make a few for myself because I believe in it. And the gas is low, so there's some hopium now. Like, the hopium is for those that were already minting, right? The thing about Zen is you want to mint before the boom, because that's where you get the extra C ranks in between your G rank, or your start, in a sense. Or your C rank, excuse me. See, that's just kind of confusing to say. But like, yeah, like if I'm making Zen today, you should be okay, because there's still X1 on the horizon, which is going to obviously pump the G rank, right? And then the other aspect of pumping the G rank is this ideology that the price goes up. And then if the price goes up in Zen, then again, we have this other thing where it's like, yo, you can make this shit every day. Right? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can make this shit every day and create a profit until the system is drained. And in that moment, when everybody's making fucking Zen, because they're like, yeah, dude, okay, cool, I'm down. I'll wait. I'll get paid. Right? I don't know. Actually, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the future looks like for that new mentor, because your problem currently is that people have to come after you. If they don't, you're going to be in limbo land, not creating as much Zen in the same amount of time as the person before you. And it's all based on that, because you were supposed to come to the conclusion before you mint it, this shit is cheaper to buy, so I should interact here rather than here, right? But again, it's a process of learning. You have to learn the Zen journey. You're gonna need to do it because it's addicting. How many people say they're addicted to minting? You know, and it's crazy. Zen is locked the fuck in. It's about to take the fuck over everything. And Gwei right now is giving you, again, this is the opportunity, because you can become you got to put the G rank, you got to put the C rank in right now before everyone catches on. I know, and it's just that no one is caught on, bro. This is right now, right here. Those that are following the Crypto Bro channel, shout out to y'all, like, been here the whole time through the craziness. I think this is it, though. I think this is the most alpha you can get in Zen. Like, if this alpha doesn't make you bullish on the next, like, 7 years, knowing that, like, the AMP is going to 0. So really the only way to make new Zen is going to be pushing G rank and waiting max term. So like that's a real passion point to drive home, because that difficulty is like, here, if we put this into like a perspective, right? Like this is the blockchain. Access to the blockchain. Like, everybody has access to life because you're alive, bitch. You know, you're fucking alive. So you have access to life. Thank the Lord. You know, thank you can hear me, bro. You got access to life. All right. You're going to be able to mint term. But this part is the chain difficulty. And if the chain does not allow for C ranks to be made, then the difficulty of you getting more Zen than the average user is bunk, right? That's all it is. So you can have more life, but if you ain't got people saying more Zen, you're fucked. And in that specific moment in time, you're actually supposed to buy Zen. You're not supposed to think anything else. You're not supposed to be like, oh, well, maybe if I make it, maybe, they'll show up. Maybe there'll be 60 million C ranks after I make this one. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's phantom. That's hopium. You're hoping people come after you now because you're just a dot on the planet. Right? You got the message and now you're like, okay, cool. I'm gonna make a C rank, but I hope people come after me. I think that's cool. And I already know it's there, right? Like, they building up the anticipation of X1 ridiculously right now. Like, the anticipation is ridiculous. It's, again, we've gone from win X1 to gimme X1 to eventually where's Jack Levin and how much longer till this shit comes out, dog. Fuck. Like, the turning point in Zen's gonna be nasty when it happens, because again, Zen will be chasing itself and people won't even know it, because gas is going to be going up and they're chasing the Zen, and they're pushing gas while they're chasing the Zen. So it's essentially like, again, like a snake eating its own tail on every single chain. Because again, the action is a daily occurrence. So if you got $100, you find your chain. If you got $1,000, you find your chain. So it don't matter. Fair launch, baby. Are you going to, and then again, if you really take the bug and you start looking at these average users, like I was saying, there's not a lot of user activity on Ethereum, so it's naturally designed to have a low G rank. So like this whole talk about pumping G ranks, that shit is only on a side chain. And like, you've got the biggest opportunity ever to catch the game before the rest of the people come and get another G rank push. I don't know how many more G rank pushes we have on the side chains, but there has to be at least 5 more narratives that are gonna like pop off the G rank. and if you're already, that's like the fun part. It's like, oh, I'm already minted before that G rank explosion. We've seen that here on Ethereum, right? This is what I mean. This this G rank explosion. Everybody behind that G rank should be partying. Oh shit, they added more people to the fucking pool. Woo. See, we were getting that for a second. But this is what I'm saying. This was fabricated. It wasn't natural. So it died out. And it killed pretty much the consistency of daily production. And why, like I'm saying today, or like there's never been a better day to really get involved in Zen. Like from understanding its meaning function to understanding what is the real vision here. Like getting away from whatever someone has been saying if they're saying they're selling it. Like today is the day to learn why no one wants to sell it. Cause you feeling it. We not getting no fucking discount. I said 15 million, bitches. We're not here yet. Where my $15 million Zen bag? Give it to me. That's what I'm saying. I think it's there. I think it's there. I think the $15 million Zen bag is there. I think there's enough idiots here that don't understand what's going on. I think that the homies in Asia, they printing, so they grinning, and I don't think we turn around until someone saves us like a Jack Levin. And that's just all unfortunate. But what's fun is to know y'all gonna pump the fucking G rank. So I'm making mints today so I can be just like these people right here on the second, right? Everybody behind them that hasn't minted yet, all of us got a boost because the motherfucking G rank went a little bit further from our C ranks. Thank the Lord. I love minting and mining. My goal for this weekend is to write a Solana dApp for hash claims for people delegating to my validator. Damn, Tree City West, the dev. What's up, Zen King? Yeah, tickle the G rank. Tickle it, man. Blow that shit up. So I hope you understand how to own your Zen now. Real ownership in Zen, again, is getting in before these giant waves. And that's what I'm saying. If you've been in Zen, you're blessed up. Because you didn't even know what was going on. Like, imagine if you really knew what was going on this whole time and you had the ability to go out and tell people to pump the G rank before your fucking claim came out. Right? Being actually bullish on Zen instead of bearish, saying it's going down forever so that you can just get idiots in to pump the fucking G rank. Right? Because that's all. I think that's like the last thing left. That might be the last thing left. And it's such a good thing to hold on to. They don't have to release X1 knowing that the G rank is the way that it's designed. Because it would keep giving everybody that believes in Zen like the discount of the life, like of your lifetime. And it would push a lot of cheaters out of X1 even further. Like right now, because like right now, that's like the hard pill to swallow. You're not gonna get rich today or tomorrow or this weekend in Zen, not at all. You might not get rich in Zen until April. From the way that I'm starting to really forecast this shit. Maybe before April, you're rich in Zen. But there's still one more lesson to be taught here because we just started to talk about the C rank. You know, and I think, again, I was looking on YouTube at people talking about Zen, and I still see there's a lot of people who aren't speaking from merit. They're just kind of like talking. And it's like, oh, okay, like eventually people will start talking with authority because they'll really understand how to talk with authority. That's why, like, right now I'm like, okay, we're ahead of the game because as long as this G rank is on our side, it's dope. See, like, everybody, like, what's crazy is like Ethereum is more likely to do the base. Right. Because base has 60 million minters or 60 million like concepts of activity type shit. And I've been kind of like peeping this about base chain because base would be essentially what ETH demand. Like because on base, since there's no gas, essentially, we have unlimited demand. So we naturally pushed ourselves forward because of the ideology that you can just get it. Like, no one's doing the research on pumping the G rank, right? Like, CryptoBread just says it, but like, there's no other group of Xenians strategizing around this yet. Like, I finally thought of like a really cool thing, and we'll see if it's a weekend project that we can pop out. But it's just to educate. Like, I really wanted to find the educator, and I think we found it. This fucking thing called G rank, and how you stand in line, how you ride this line. That is your delayed gratification in Zen. Claiming a C rank and coming back later. And literally, if that ride is fucking boring, look at God. He gave you this shit under mint. Currently right now, look at this shit. In Zen, there's only around 30,000 VMUs made daily. And that's actually love. Truly right now, we're seeing because of, well, let's see, actually. What was yesterday's? So yeah, typically, yeah. I mean, I guess right now we're at normal. But since the gas has been so low, we're looking at 80, 82, 62. So let's just say like 100 and something. Possibly. Let's just say like 100K. Which is mad rare. But yeah, this right here is this is the discrepancy in Zen. You can do a max mint, and you can own custody of your own coins, and the market values these custody coins at 50 cents. But if you make it right now at 0.8, is $84 round trip for 24 hours. This is weird. A lot of motherfuckers are gonna show up and be like, "Oh man, I got the group for this." This is why I mean, like, yo, Zen World, our freedom is knowledge. You get to know about this shit when it's going up and going crazy. If you should be like, yeah, thank God I knew about this. You know, it's just like the AI stuff. You're just gonna be like, thank God I knew about this. But if you want to reap the benefits, you need to start a YouTube channel and start talking about the C rank, and really get comfortable articulating it to people with confidence, because that C rank is their journey. The moment that they claim that rank, however many people come after them, really is their destiny. So, and you're a Xenian motherfucker. You've been here for 2 years. You know the climate. Do you feel like people about to start making G ranks in Zen, or do you feel like the G rank is cap? You feel me? Like, is the G rank in Zen on Ethereum at 26.4 million? Can this double in the next 469 days with today's energy? Is that possible? Right? That's why I'm like, yo, Eric never been more confident time to be like, I'm buying Zen. But the thing is, again, if you're really masterminding Zen, you know that this isn't, once you come to this discovery, it might not be the best time to buy it, because there has to be other people. We're all on the same timeline. There has to be other bored motherfuckers. And plus, I just said it. So why not dump it further than here? You know, and a lot of the supply, or how do you say this? A lot of the dumping is coming from the centralized exchanges. So the market makers over there, they're, or like mevbots, like see a mevbot dumped on us, because they're just meving. Nobody's on Ethereum, but ETH is alive, or Zen is alive. Here, let's look at someone selling mass. This guy sold in mass. Go G rank. I'm just a boring ass miner. I'm more boring. Yes, that's just it. We don't have anybody entertaining the mining ritual. Essentially, you could call it that, like the ritual of mining. There's nobody entertaining that as like a significant experience of gratitude or something like that, like this, or a ceremony of gratitude. Like, you should be celebratory that you've been able to get to this moment. But everyone has stripped that shit away from you already. So you're just like a whatever person about it. Oh, whatever. I'm just minting Zen, you know. oh, you're just like this. You're like, oh, just another day, fucking creating wealth out of thin air. You're so desensitized to this theory that like you actually found magic money, internet money. You're fucking locked the fuck in right now. It's whatever, I just found this, Shit, where was I? I missed my vibe. Oops. Oh yeah, I wanted to see where the money's going. You see, everybody trading right now, they're all none of them are real. They're not people that none of them are minting XEN and selling them. I mean, we already know that there's no minted XEN, so I'm kind of like beating a dead horse with this ideology, but yeah, none of like this is like none of them are minting the XEN. So what's cool and fascinating to see, and to kind of now put this into perspective, some of those C ranks went to the centralized exchange. So like the longer that we stay here and bleed out, that's actually coins coming home. So I would actually make C ranks in this instance. Like you're set the fuck up. Like I want to buy it so bad, but I'm just making C ranks. I'm taking advantage of the gas because most of the selling is coming from the DEX, and who's to say like we're gonna make an impact over there, right? Like we're in the open source community. You're not gonna be able to impact the centralized exchanges. They have their own agenda. I mean, unless you really got it like that. So I'm betting against this. I'm betting against that this is gonna let us glow. Unless you go into one of these environments as a white hat and you buy up the supply and bring it home. If not, we can just let this shit slow bleed back into this pool. And again, that's what I mean. It could slow bleed until April. Everyone gives up. They all stop making C ranks. Like imagine that. Like everyone stops making C ranks. That shit it halts because they stop dreaming. Right now, you got some dreamers. Right, gas is low and people are like, finally like, all right, I'll make a move. Right, and as soon as this gas goes to like let's say 4 or 5. That's another phase of XEN. Those are dreamers, like 5 Gwei dreamers. Them motherfuckers are dead right now. If this shit popped to 5 Gwei, I'm not minting shit. So there's a lot of us on that same wavelength. Then it's gonna go to 10. Then it's gonna go to 20. Right? And this is where I'm at with the behaviors of a XEN minter. They will adjust. They always adjust. They're too degen. They're too degen not to adjust. To say, is there an opportunity here? Right? And that's kind of why, again, if gas stays like this on Ethereum, it's bullish for XEN. Because it's only going to make people want to mint it more. And if they mint it more, everybody in gets more tokens. And we is nowhere near the mint. So we got a great narrative. And we have X1 chain around the corner, which is only going to pump more C ranks and give everybody more XEN to burn for X1 chain. So there's never been a more positive time to understand how to own your XEN tokens. Fuck the noise. Make some XEN. I got a dip. Peace.